Yep, g'day, my name's Ash Muir. I served in the Royal Australian Air Force for 18 years and left in 2020, and since then have been involved with the Port Adelaide Football Club in their ADF Veterans Program. Yeah, sure. So on my right hand side is my grandpa's medals. He served in the Royal Australian Navy, so I always wear his medals with pride, especially around Anzac Day. I guess that's my opportunity to always make sure he's never forgotten and his service is always recognised. On the left hand side, they're my medals. Um, so very briefly, from right to left, it's the Australian Active Service Medal, followed by the Afghanistan Campaign Medal, the Iraq Campaign Medal, the Australian Sports Medal, which I was awarded last year for my involvement in the Invictus Games in the Netherlands in 2020, and then my 15-year service medal and my 4-year service medal.
Hi, my name is Kat Hare. I was in the Air Force for nearly 10 years in the intelligence space, and I was medically separated in 2022. I had the pleasure of working with Ash while I was in, and we got to reconnect when I got out. And he let me know about the Port Adelaide Veterans Program and invited me along. It was a chance to reconnect to the identity, purpose, and belonging that I'd lost from getting out, reconnect with Ash, and actually find a program that helped me find my roots in the community again, which has then also then helped me start a business as well and go back to uni and re-engage in the world again. At my feet is Charlesy. He's my assistant's dog and my best mate. He gives good hugs whether you want them or not, and really hooks in around your neck. It's quite fantastic. And having him along and even to the program was amazing as well. Ash helped me set up an extra seat at the Port Adelaide game that we went to. So Charlesy got a seat, and then Ash sat next to me to provide that safe space to actually be able to get out and do these things that so often people take for granted. It's like, oh, why don't you just get out in the world? Sometimes it's a little harder than that, and sometimes you don't quite know the answer why, or that is that you can't until someone in a program comes along and says, "I'm here too. Let's go."
Yeah, so the club identified the similarities between, I guess, elite or AFL footballers having their career cut short due to medical reasons. So the similarities between that and veterans leaving the military also. I guess the similarities are quite often at a young age you're brought into an environment where you're told what to do. Your diary's managed. You have to be at certain places to do certain things. So there's some similarities there, and you can often find that when you're no longer involved, you can just be lost. And along with AFL, like the military, you'll have an identity, you'll have some purpose, you'll be part of a big team. And when you leave the organisations, you don't have that anymore for some people. And they've identified that. And so, yes, the 6-week program that they offer assists transitioned or transitioning service personnel with some skills and some tools, I guess, to help find that purpose, um, set some new goals. A major component that Kat spoke about is the community and the connection. I think when you lose your tribe or you lose that community and connection of an organisation, finding that again can be exceptionally hard. But the club um, has made a really safe place for veterans and transitioning service personnel to connect and try and find some new purpose. Yeah, they are, and I guess when I first did the program, I didn't understand why they did it. I wasn't an AFL supporter. I wasn't a Port Adelaide supporter. I just saw it as an opportunity for some growth and to connect and maybe run into some people that I knew and maybe give me some purpose. Um, but I still didn't understand why the club did it. Through further involvement and engagement with the club, it made complete sense because they've had 164 players serve across all wars. They're super proud of their history that they have of players having served. The stand that we stand in is the Bob Quinn stand, who served in World War II. He was a Magarey medal winner and also a premiership captain of the Port Adelaide Magpies. Went and fought in Tobruk, got wounded and shrapnel in the face, then served in Papua New Guinea, got severely injured in his leg, told the doctor, don't amputate my legs, I need to keep playing football. Came back and continued to captain coach a premiership team and win another Magarey medal. The club's proud of that, and so they're proud of the history that they have with their players that have served. In their museum, they've got military medals. Um, they, I guess, their approach is not just to recognise veterans 1 or 2 days a year, being Anzac Day Remembrance Day, but 365 days a year. And this program, I guess, is one of those ways that they do it. It is only a 6-week program, but the intention is that there's greater connection and engagement opportunities post that 6 weeks to keep people engaged. Definitely, yeah, the presenters that we have during the 6-week program sincerely want to be involved and they want to give back to the veterans in the program. They're very honest, they're very authentic, and it helps. I guess as a veteran, you can look up to these, sporting role models and realise that they have the same challenges that we have, and they have the same identity and loss of purpose that we can have when we leave. So I guess it makes you feel like you're not the only one when you look up to AFL people, and I guess you assume they've got it all together. They're humans like we are, and so I guess having that relatability certainly helps.
It was definitely that community, as I keep touching on, I didn't realize there were so many people out there like me who weren't sure where to start or even how to talk about the position you're in, um, to then actually be able to come out here, realize you're not alone, realize there was no judgment, realize there was no success or failure, measurement. It was just what do you need help with? How can we help? Okay, let's go do it. And there was no strings attached, but there's a place here to support you in whatever direction you want to go, whether it's to make your day feel more full and more energized by pursuing something that you want to do, whether it's by going to a game and just feeling like in that moment you're exactly like everybody else, backing on your team. Otherwise, it's tools like Ash said, that the players gave us, different ways to look at goals, different ways to look at our mental health and the things that we actually want to achieve in life, our bigger achievements, not just our day-to-day goals, like not for me, for the players, kick a personal best. For us, it's how do we get back to a life that we're proud of, that we really actually want to live now that we seem to have passed our elite days. I think that's hard for many of us. We can't go back to who we were and what we did. So how can we find that same feeling, that same sense of purpose now? And seeing that in the players, it was inspiring to know that we're all the same and that we all have many purposes in life. It's that navigation, that transition in between to actually go find it, and that by actually partnering together, we can more easily find it and quickly find it.